and welcome to episode 2 of Against the Spread betting with me, Eckman, and Sean. He's over there flashing his Detroit Lions. We are here with Gem Mint 10 Sports, and make sure everyone please like, follow, subscribe, go down to the description box, follow our TikTok pages, our Instagram, all that stuff. We're going to be bringing you a ton of content. I know Sean's excited, especially after Thursday night's game, which we're going to dive into here shortly. But how's it going, Sean? How you been?
Oh man, I'm coming off the high a little bit after last night.
Yeah, I figured you would be. I was watching.
I'm telling you, just walking around today, just like going to the store, going to work, it's just a different vibe. People don't know what to do. They don't know what to do.
And you're out in Michigan, so everybody's out there probably thrilled right now. You're 1-0.
Everyone's just like, I don't know what to do with my hands. There's everyone walking around. I don't
Well, while we're starting out by talking about that, let's get right into the Thursday night recap. I mean, I can't say that wasn't a surprise. I mean, Detroit, they started or ended the year strong last year. Everybody knew there were going to be something going on this year. I was probably more surprised. No, we can't say I was surprised about the Kansas City. Travis Kelce was out. Yeah, Travis Kelce was out. That would have been a big difference right there. But even so, even though I think that Detroit got away with one, I still think Detroit's going to be very good this year. They just beat the defending champions. So no matter what, I mean, that was a great game for them. I will say right now that Kadarius Toney is dead to me. I would never put him in another prop bet. Never. I mean, who gets one catch for 1 yard, has 4 drops. One of the drops is a pick 6 for a touchdown, and you have 1 rush for -1 yards.
He's not good at football stuff. He's not good at football things. We all knew this, and for some reason, Kansas City, like, they went and paid him a pretty good bag, and he literally dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was ugly. That was a disappointing performance, but this is a different Lions team. I'm trying to tell you. They had multiple ways to fold at the end.
Yep.
And they would have, if you're talking 40 years of history, but they didn't. So,
yeah. No, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with the Lions. Here's my question though from Thursday night's game. Are we worried about the Chiefs?
No, I'm not. If anything, I was actually impressed with the Chiefs' defense to start the game and throughout the game. They got a good linebacking core out there, and I think when they get Chris Jones, whenever they get that figured out, I think they'll be fine. Patrick Mahomes can do what he does. I think, the Tony thing, I think they didn't know what to do without Kelce, and I think they're going to game plan a little better if he's going to be out for an extended period of time. So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that with Kelce being out, them having their receivers right now, the receivers probably need to get a little bit more work with Patrick Mahomes and stuff. I think they'll be good. I think they'll be good to go. It's gonna be tough this year. I don't think a repeat's in for them at all this year, and that's what's crazy is their line was like plus 600 or like repeat. Like that's a crazy line, but it's because you're Super Bowl champions. Like you're gonna be the favorite, but they're for sure. I don't think the favorite to win this unless they change something around. And it is only week 1. I get that. So
it's hard to go back to back. I mean, it's extremely tough. Yeah, I would never touch those odds for Kansas City.
Yeah,
we went over our future bets and we didn't mention them for a reason. So
yeah. Make sure everybody, if you haven't already looked at it, go to our last video. We just put it up before the Thursday night game. It's only the Thursday night game, then all of our future bets for the year. So you can actually check that back even during the middle of the season just to see how things are going and go from there. But let's dive into a few of the Sunday games. For everybody that's watching, me and Sean are actually going to do a little bit of a contest this year. We're going to have a trophy with it. We're still trying to think of a trophy name. So if anybody has like a cool trophy name, put it in the comments. Let us know. Maybe if you want to see us do, Sean made a comment about the loser has to shave his head on stream. I don't know if I'm down for that yet, but we might have to throw that in there. So if anybody has a good like punishment for us, for the loser, put that in the comments also. But yeah, we're going to give basically 1 to 2 picks a game all year long, spread or over under. And the person with the best record at the end of the year is going to win that trophy. And right now I'm behind the 8 ball because I am 0-1 and Sean is 1-0. So let's start off with the first game here. We're going to talk about these games. We got the Bengals and Browns. Browns are +2. The over under is 47.5. What do you have in this game?
So it's Battle of Ohio. Oh, I hate Ohio, but we'll talk it out here. I actually like Cleveland in this one. They've had success in the past against Cincinnati. I think that continues here. So Cincinnati did kind of rebuild that offensive line. They got that going for them. They got to protect Joe. Nick Chubb's rushed over 1,000 yards 4 straight seasons. I think he keeps it going in this one. I think he has a strong game. And, yeah, I think Cleveland pulls a little bit of an upset here. So I like Cleveland in the points. I think they win outright. And I think there will be points scored in this one. So
you think it's gonna be a high scoring one?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be points scored.
My thing is so Cleveland. I still don't think we know who Cleveland is yet. With Deshaun Watson not having a full length schedule, and this now he's really going into the full training camp, all that stuff. I am excited to kind of see what Cleveland's going to do, but like everybody has Cleveland down. They have them like they're going to be bad, and I feel like their defense is not bad. They can keep them in games there, and Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb. I mean, that's going to be a pretty good duo right there alone. So, and who's their top receiver? Amari Cooper ain't still there, is he?
Yeah.
Is he still there? Okay. So I mean, with Amari Cooper there and then Njoku at tight end, I mean, you can't really go wrong there. I think that's going to be a solid offense. But do you go against the highest paid quarterback in the league now in Joe Burrow with that, $275 million over 5 years? He just got that yesterday before the season started. And I will say, if you watch the Pick'em show that me, Lucky, and Scotty did, I did pick the Browns to win this. But that was when I thought Burrow might not play, or I don't know what was going on with him. Burrow plays at minus. If it stays at -2, you said you have it. Is it a +2 on FanDuel?
Yeah, 1.5 on FanDuel.
1.5. So that's another thing to watch. All my over or totals and stuff are off of Barstool. Sean does a lot with FanDuel, so you might differ a little bit. At +2 or -2, I'm taking Bengals all day. I think the Browns will be very good this year, but I just can't go against Joe Burrow, especially at the beginning of the season. And unless he gets hurt, because that new contract injury list that's going to happen. He either gets hurt and knocked out for the season. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If that doesn't happen, I think he's going to go off this year. And so I like the Bengals, and I do believe that it's probably going to be a pretty high scoring game for sure in that contest. So, but
all right, first pick of contention for us. Look at that.
Yep. Move on to the second game here. I think this is going to be a big game. I got 49ers versus Steelers. Steelers +2.5. The over-under is 41.5. This, to me, this is either going to be a slugfest of just nothing but defense, but these offenses are kind of stacked if you think about it. Yeah. I mean, besides the quarterback position, Brock Purdy still, I think, has a little bit to prove. But if he comes out anywhere near what he was like last year, and Kenny Pickett, if he comes out anywhere near what he's shown in just preseason and end of last year, this could be just a shootout. I don't know, but Brock Purdy, I mean, having McCaffrey, Debo, George Kittle, and then Pickett having Pickens and Freiermuth and Najee and Deontay Johnson. I mean, there's just so much talent on these two teams that I honestly, I'm not touching the over-under because I don't know if it's going to be 10-7 at the end of the day or if it's going to be 37-30. Like, I just have no clue what's going to happen in this game. I'm still leaning towards the 49ers at -2.5. I don't know what you got at, Sean. I just think there's a little bit more talent on the 49ers, and I think McCaffrey is that difference maker at running back. So I have 49ers at -2.5. What do you have?
I got Pittsburgh, your favorite team. I'm going to be rocking that terrible towel. So, yeah, I mean, Niners they're loaded. Everyone knows that. The home team in this matchup specifically is 5-0 the last 5 games. I agree with the defensive slugfest take on this. San Fran's traveling. Beginning of the season shouldn't have that much effect, but keep that in
Yeah.
mind. Early game on the on the East Coast, and Purdy's elbow sounds like a question mark to me. I don't know if he's good. They keep it under wraps there in San Fran.
Yeah.
So I think Pittsburgh pulls it out. I think they have enough weapons now. I think Pickett going into his second year figures it out. I don't think Tomlin will let that streak of the positive record,
Yeah.
falter. So I like Pittsburgh in this one.
All right. That's a 2-for-2 difference before us there.
Yeah,
So this
there
might
we
be an
go.
interesting year. All right.
Get your Clippers ready.
Third game, we got Packers versus Bears. Now, I don't know if this is much of an interesting or a big game to go into depth on, but it's just such a big game for that conference. We got Packers versus Bears. Packers have destroyed the Bears every time Aaron Rodgers was there, and now it's finally the Bears are without the Packers or without Aaron Rodgers. I got this is a tight game too. -1. Bears are -1. Over under is 41.5. What do you have in this game?
First of all, I like the under. I always like the under when Green Bay plays Chicago, so give me that. I like Green Bay though. Chicago did do a lot to revamp that team. They invested in the O-line. They drafted Darnell Wright, 10th overall. They're invested in protecting Fields. But we know Green Bay's defense. They're always going to try out good starters, and I like the 1-2 punch in Jones and Dillon. I think at the end of the day they'll get up and they'll grind them down. So give me Green Bay.
Man, it's gonna be an interesting year. I got the Bears. I think the Bears are gonna be so pumped. Not even just the Bears, the team, but the fans, everybody, the whole organization is so pumped right now to face an Aaron Rodgers-less Packers that they're going to come in there and with all the moves that they've made over the offseason, getting DJ Moore for Justin Fields and just all these moves that they've been making. I love the Bears in this, especially at -1. I think it's going to be a close game. I also like the over in this game. I know you just said that you like the under because it's Packers Bears. I just think it's going to be a slugfest. Now, this is going to be hard too because I don't know how Jordan Love's going to play. So the over/under is very iffy with me now because of because of Jordan Love. If he comes out and he's just terrible, then it's going to be a hard game because there's going to be a lot of running probably. So you know what? I'm probably going to back off now. That's a game time decision right there. Game time decision. I'm backing off that over/under. I'm not taking that at all.
It happens.
Yeah. I'm glad I thought that one through before I ruined another pick because you can't start the season 0-1. I mean, that's such a downgrade starting the season 0-1 with Kansas City. And I thought it was going to be looking nice, and I can't take that pick and go 0-2 on just those two picks. But no, I like Bears -1. I think Justin Fields is going to be very good this year, and he's starting to get a little bit of weapons, and they're in a rebuild. And I think this is a perfect team to start your rebuild season with. And I think they're going to come out and start the season 1-0.
I think nerves are going to play a role in this one. I think the expectations with Fields and obviously Jordan Love starting his first season game. I think nerves will definitely be a factor in this one.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm taking the under.
Let's go with the fourth game here. This is going to be an awesome game. I think this is going to be the best game of this of the week. We got Dolphins at the Chargers. Chargers are -3. Over/under is 51.5. I'm pretty sure it's the second highest total, other than Thursday night's game, but I'm not positive. But go ahead. What do you have for that game?
Yeah, I mean, shootout. I love a good shootout. So give me. It's kind of weird. I actually like. What was your spread at?
I have it -3 Chargers. That was on Barstool as of just a little bit ago. What do you have?
You know what? I got 3 as well, and I like Miami to cover here. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a close game. I was kind of back and forth on this because Miami's left tackle, Teron Armstead, he's listed as out now, and that's a big staple for that O-line.
Yeah.
But I think Tua gets the ball out quick. I think he makes decisions quick. As long as he stays upright, he's got Hill, Waddle. From a daily perspective, which we'll get to, this is a game to target for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, give me Miami and the points.
Yep, I like this. I have this in a parlay later, one of my parlays, an underdog parlay to be that. So I have Dolphins +3. I love Dolphins +3. Anytime I can get a team that has a chance to win a game, getting points, you have to take it. In my eyes, you have to
Mhm.
take it. So I love Dolphins +3, and I love the over. I don't like betting unders. If I don't have to bet an under, I won't bet an under. Who wants to root
Right.
against points?
It's not fun. No.
No, it's not fun. I'd rather because if you're betting on the over, you're at least the whole way through the game. You could be in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left and need 21 points still, and you're still like, come on, just get in the end zone.
Yeah.
And even though you're gonna lose, but you always have a chance. But so I like Dolphins +3 over under. I love the over 51.5. I think too many weapons on the Dolphins with Hill and Waddle. It's such a good receiving core there. And I think Tua this year, they're gonna have to do something to protect him. If they don't protect him, then he's just this is his last year if they can't protect him this year. So
Yeah.
I would hope that over the offseason, they really focused on trying to protect Tua, trying to keep him healthy so he can stay in these games and get the ball into the receiver's hands and stuff. So I believe that the Chargers are obviously an awesome team. I still think they're going to make a run this year. Eckler, I mean, he's just great. Catching, rushing, whatever you want from him, he can do. You still got Keenan Allen, who I feel like he's 80 years old. He's been there forever. You got Keenan Allen, who's awesome too. So, and then Mike Williams on the outside is just such a good deep threat. So that's why I think you have to take the over in this game. But yeah, I definitely like the Dolphins in this one. So I'm glad we at least agree on something so far.
Well, Miami's got some problems though. Like I said, Teron Armstead, they got a new D coordinator, implementing a new scheme without Jalen Ramsey in there, and but I think at the end of the day, they're talented, right? That's what we talk about all the time: is who has the most talent on the roster, and Miami has it. So and honestly, the running back situation is a little sketchy as well for Miami.
Yeah.
Raheem Mostert will probably lead that backfield, but they got some injuries behind them. They got that exciting rookie. I don't know how to say his name, Akane or Ashai.
Yeah. I don't attempt it sometimes if I can.
Real speedster. I don't know if he's playing though, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun game. I'll be watching that game. It'll be on my TV, and let's go for 80 points, 40, 41, 40.
That's what I love to see. Yep. Last game we'll dive into here in depth. We'll go with the Cowboys versus the Giants. Giants are +3.5. The over/under is 45.5. Who do you like in this?
I like Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be there at the end. I think they're going to show some people what's up. Love Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Love Micah Parsons. I think he's a game wrecker. CeeDee Lamb will get his, and I think Pollard has a little breakout game here, saying Zeke who. I think he runs all over him. So yeah, give me Dallas. Give me the over. Give me Dallas all the way across the board.
And the over. Okay. Yeah, over 45.5. That's not crazy.
No,
so I mean that's
a little high, a little inflated, but
yeah,
I think it's going to be a good prime time showdown here.
Yeah. I think Dallas is going to be very good this year. They're always good in the regular season, so I think they're going to be very good this year. I just think the way I went at this game was I think you could go both ways, but again, I have a New York Giants team with Daniel Jones getting paid this offseason, with Barkley coming off of a great year. I think he's down. I think they said that he lost weight over the offseason. He's down to 226, and he said that he's going to be closer to Penn State Barkley than he's ever been. So okay. I think that's going to be pretty cool to see.
Why do you wait so long?
I don't know why, because he couldn't stay healthy. That's the one thing. The Giants' addition of Darren Waller, the tight end from the Raiders, is now over there. I think that's a huge plus for them. They don't have many great receivers, but I think that all those two players, in Barkley and Waller, will open up some of the receivers to get some things done. I think a team at home +3.5. In a rivalry game, they have a chance to win this game, I believe. So I really like Giants at +3.5. I'm not touching the total. I think it's kind of like right in that middle where it's too low, too high. You don't know which way to go. So I'm going to leave that alone. But I do like the Giants +3.5. If it goes down to 3 or just under 3, I don't know. I might lay off this game. But if I can get over a field goal worth of points, I'll take it all day with the team I think can win the game.
Who's next after Waller? Who's catching balls out there? Is it just Barkley?
It's Barkley and Waller.
Didn't they take that rookie? What's his name? Is it Hyatt? Is he in New York? Jalen Hyatt?
If they did, I haven't heard a lot about him this offseason. That's the thing. I haven't heard nothing about like Giants receivers this offseason. That's why I think it's going to be very. I mean, Kenny Galladay's still there, or is he still sitting on the bench because he's injured? I thought when Galladay went over there, I thought he was going to be like the next thing, like OBJ over there in New York.
No, he just went to Value City and bought a new love seat for Sunday.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. But yeah, honestly, I can't even say I know who's going to be catching balls over there other than Waller. It's going to be the Waller-Barkley show in my eyes. Now, I think, like I said, I think them two are going to open up a lot, and we're going to find out on Sunday who the best receivers are on that team after those two guys. So, right. But I think we have to see what's going on there. But now we're going to get to our Sunday's bets. So this is where we're basically going to go over what bets we're using for the week. I'm going to write them down so I can keep track of these guys. Like I said, you can either put one bet. You can do spread. You can do spread total. You can do total. Whatever you want. You just have to have pretty much one bet per game. You want to take it away, Sean? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll start up top here. I think we already talked about. Give me Pittsburgh and the points.
All right.
Against San Fran.
I'm going to take in Pittsburgh game. I'm going to take who do I have in that game? 49ers. I got 49ers minus 2.5. Yep. I like 49ers minus 2.5. All right, what's the next game? Who do you have?
Yeah, Carolina, Atlanta. Oh, I like this game. I'm sad we didn't really touch on it, but I like Atlanta here. Outright. Just give me Atlanta.
All right.
The Bijan show.
Yeah. I have in that game. I actually have Panthers plus 3.5, and I have the over 39.5 in that game.
Okay.
Next game we'll do. We got let's say who we have here. Who's Commanders? Or that was who Commanders playing this week?
Arizona,
yeah. I have Commanders minus 7 in that game. That's not a pretty game.
That spread is weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird spread.
I honestly think I was going to go Cardinals, but then I was like, you know what?
No.
They don't have nobody right now.
No. If you want to make money, if you like making money, bet against the Cardinals this year.
Yeah. Yep.
Mark my words. Seriously. No, I like Washington this one. Washington, they'll cover the points. Give me that. Josh Dobbs. I wrote down Josh Dobbs. That's all I wrote.
I like that. Titans Saints. I got the over 41.5. That's about all I have in that game.
Give me New Orleans. I think they're going to curb stomp Tennessee here.
All right, you like New Orleans? And what are they giving? They're giving
-3.
-3.
Yeah.
Next game I got. This was a game that I almost put on the list. Who the Jags playing again?
Indianapolis.
Yeah. I had the Jags and Colts. I almost put that on the list for us to discuss. I think that's going to really depend on Richardson, but I'm going Jags minus 4.5. I really like Lawrence. I like that offense this year. I think you're going to say the same thing, but yeah. I know you like Ridley and stuff. So,
give me Jacksonville covering, but also give me the under at 46.5.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Then we got the Bucks versus the Vikings, I believe. Who do you have in that one?
Bucks, Vikings. Let me scroll up here. Hold on.
And I have it at 5. I don't know what you have it at.
I got 5.5. This is an interesting game. I like Tampa Bay in the points here. I think 5.5 is too much.
All right. I like that. Yeah, that's why I have them at. I have them at Bucks 5 also. I actually have them at 5, but I'm going to go to FanDuel and put that in at 5.5.
I don't trust Minnesota. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't like
Cincinnati.
Cousins. I think Cousins just fake. That's just my opinion.
I
But
think sooner or later he's gonna go downhill. It has to. But I got Cincinnati. I know we talked about this one, but Cincinnati Browns. Who do you got there?
yeah, give me Cleveland with the upset here.
All right. And what do you have on your book? What do you got him at? +2?
1.5.
+1.5?
Yep.
I got Cincinnati -2, so I'll give you the +2. You gotta go over to
Okay.
Barstool and get that though. All right, we got Bears and Packers. I had Bears -1. I'm gonna definitely take the Bears -1, and like I said, I'm not touching that total because I don't know what's gonna happen in that game.
Yeah, you know what? Give me the under on this game, and then give me Green Bay to cover.
Under
I got
41.5
1.5.
and Pack +1.5. All right, let's see. We got Texans Ravens. Who do you have in that one? +9.5 is what I have. I don't know what you have.
You know what? I got 10, and it's too many points. 10 is too many. Give me Houston. Give me Houston to cover. Also, give me the over on that one.
Ooh.
I think Baltimore gets out front early, and I think Houston is sneaky this year. I think they are going to try to keep up in this game. They got, not to go too deep dive on this, but it brought in Woods, Singletary, Schultz, some experienced playmakers.
Yep.
I think they keep it close at the end, though.
Yeah.
To start this game, you're going to be like, wow, Sean's an idiot, but trust me.
I agree with you, though. I had Texans +9.5 and the over also. I think CJ Stroud, I think he could be something really good. So if he's anywhat decent, they're going to keep this one close, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a few games to gel, but he's the most NFL ready quarterback out there. Out of the rookies. So
here's a game that we probably could have talked about also. And, not going to do a deep dive on them, but Eagles Patriots. I got Eagles -4.
Eagles. You know what? Give me Patriots and the points.
Okay,
I got 4 points as well. Also, give me the under.
Ooh, what's the under?
45.
45. Nice. Rams Seahawks. I didn't like the spread in this game, although I do have the Rams, I think, that have a chance to win this game, but I got the over 46.5.
Yeah, give me Seattle. They're going to cover by a lot.
What's the spread?
I don't even care how many. 4. I don't care. Give me Seattle.
All right. Broncos -3.5 is what I have. Who do you have in that game? They're playing the Raiders.
Yeah, I got 3.5 as well. Give me the Raiders to cover. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
we have a lot of different picks here.
Yes, it's gonna be a.
That's all I'm comfortable doing, though. Give me Raiders to cover that spread.
2 more games here before we get into everything else. I got the Giants and the Cowboys. I think you were taking Dallas.
Yeah, give me Dallas to cover. Give me the over on that one, too.
Over? What's the over on that game?
45.5.
All right. Yeah, because I have the Giants +3.5. So, yeah, I'm going to stay with that. I'm not going to really touch the total on that one. Last one is Dolphins and Chargers. We talked about this. I believe we're on the same page there. +3, Dolphins and the over for both of us.
Yep, you got it.
All right. I like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun game. All right, that's our picks for the week here. We'll see how we do. I'll have a little thing at the end of the next week when we get in here. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about our Monday night picks here also shortly. We're going to dive right in now to daily fantasy lineups for Sunday. I know this is your cup of tea here, Sean. So what do you have for any lineups that you're looking at?
Yeah, so daily fantasy, it's always a little tricky. I always like having stats to build my projections off of, but you can use last year's defensive stats in a way, especially if teams haven't addressed holes in their roster. So I'll do a couple different lineups here. I got a cash lineup that you can enter in your 50-50s, your low entry fields. I'll also do a GPP multi-entry 150 max lineups. Again, these are on FanDuel. Prices are on FanDuel. GPP, just to give you a little overview of how I construct teams. I like targeting a high scoring game, but you got to differentiate your lineup somehow with these large field entries. So, in cash, I go more for a balanced build. Matchups are heavily weighted in a balanced build. So, without further ado, I'll give you the cash lineup here. I'm going to start at QB with Justin Herbert. Again, high total game, shootout. Go ahead and stack him with Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
PPR machine. I think old man Allen, what is he, like 33 now?
Yeah, I feel like he's been in the league since forever. So
he has been in the league forever. But you know what? I think he's still good. And I don't think Mike Williams is that possession receiver that's going to dethrone him. So give me Keenan Allen to pair with Herbert. At the running back position, I like to pair my running back, especially in cash, with a good defense. And I think Washington's got a good matchup against Arizona, on Sunday. So give me Brian Robinson. He's getting increased volume in the passing game, which only helps his stock. And again, I think Washington will be able to just wear that game out, wear out that defense, or wear out that offense. So give me Brian Robinson at running back. Another running back who their ownership is ticking up because of the game total. Give me Raheem Mostert at 5,900. A little bit of a value here. Injuries behind him. I think he'll get a free run out there, and he is deceptively speedy. Raheem Mostert for his whole career. So I like that in a high total game. Play action, dump off. He can catch the ball. And he could run between the tackles. So give me Mostert for 5,900. Touch on Keenan Allen. Another good matchup, really good matchup, is Drake London for Atlanta at 6,200. Ended the season really strong last year. He has like 6 inches over the cornerback that's guarding him. So give me Drake London all day. And you're getting him at a good price. I think his price is only going to skyrocket from here, so take advantage of that. As far as a wide receiver, I got to throw in a stud here. Give me Jamar Chase. Lots of volume, premier option. Big Dick Joe's favorite target.
Yep. And we talked about that game could be a shootout.
Yeah, and that's 8,500 for his price tag. If I don't see it going below that this season, so you're going to have to pay up for Chase all season. So be it.
Yeah.
Tight end is always ugly when you're constructing these lineups, but give me Tyler Higbee for LA. High ownership, but I'll eat that. Cups out. Someone's got to catch the balls. So give me Tyler.
Doesn't Higbee have to share with Everett? Or no, Everett. No, Everett's in.
Everett's in LA.
He's in the other LA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other LA. Well, yeah.
He's basically their primary tight end threat for catching the ball. So give me Tyler Higbee there. Again, the ownership might scare some people off, but in a cash lineup, that's fine. We can spread out the ownership a little bit. And then the flex position, one of my favorite plays and one of my favorite overlooked players this year is J.K. Dobbins at 6,500.
Yeah.
You get a huge discount on him. His price will not stay at 6,500. Mark my words. So, get him now. He's in a good matchup. And again, I think there will be points scored in that game. So that pretty much completes the cash lineup. I'm going over to GPP. These are a little more volatile lineups, and you're welcome to use a couple of these picks and kind of build your own. But give me Tua at QB. I think his ceiling's high, his rushing ability. And you go ahead and pair him with a discounted Waddle at wide receiver.
Yep.
You could go Hill, but you're gonna have to sacrifice elsewhere. So give me the
What's the price on Waddle?
7,900. I think Hill was creeping up towards 9. I don't have his exact price out right now, but give me the discount on Waddle. Running back, and we're gonna target that game with GPP, right? So Give me Austin Eckler in that same game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
$9,000. It's expensive, but he's catching the ball out of the backfield. He's doing everything. He's their Swiss Army knife. So give me Austin there. Plug in Dobbins. I'm telling you, plug in Dobbins for 6,500 at the second RB spot. Down to the second wide receiver spot, we got Calvin Ridley. Again, one of my favorite plays. You will not get him at this price again. Take advantage of that. I saw a video of him and Zay Jones running a route together.
Yeah.
It was like night and day. Like you can tell who's the better player out there.
Yep.
So he's going to get his. And a sneaky pick, because we need to find value somewhere, is Juju Smith-Schuster.
I like that pick.
Out in New England.
Yep.
No competition for catches out there. Yep. I think Mac Jones takes a little step up this year.
He needs to. If he doesn't, he's done. He has to be.
Yeah, I think Juju's price will go up a little bit. You're gonna get him at a discount of 5,800 right now. He's gonna be your low owned kind of differentiation play. Moving on to tight end, you got Jawan Johnson for New Orleans. I think his floor is low, but his ceiling's high. Taysom Hill, I think Jawan Johnson came strong end of last year.
Yeah.
And he showed some flashes, and he's got good hands. Why not take a stab at him?
Yeah.
My flex position, I got Khalil Herbert out of Chicago. I think it's going to be a ground and pound type game with Green Bay. And he should be the lead guy for now until that rookie, takes over.
I think so.
And then give me Washington's defense again. I think if you target defenses against Arizona all year, I think you'll be fine. So
yeah, probably.
I think with that GPP lineup, you got pretty low ownership at most of the positions. You got some high ceiling guys. You got good matchups. And tell me how you did if you play it.
Yeah, I like that. I got a quick question since you're the daily fantasy guy. Mm-hmm. When you do these lineups, do you target a certain position first? Or now I know it might depend on cash or GPP, whatever it is, but are you going out? So like when I used to do this, I was always targeting getting an okay tight end to a good tight end because that's such a hard position to fill, and you can get like lower receivers. Do you tend to go like you need a better QB right off the bat, or where do you start at when you're building these lineups?
So it varies week to week. I mean, I like targeting a high scoring game. And getting different with it, getting jiggy with it, if you will. Yep. So, like for instance, Miami, LA, you can go a couple different routes, but I'm looking at ownership, and I know Tua Hill will be high owned. It just is what it is. So, why not go Dobbins, run it back with Eckler, why not go with Waddle, run it back with Eckler?
Yep.
And I can differentiate in other ways. But I know if you pick the right game in GPP and you have some good targets in your balance build, you can feed those into your GPP build. And that's kind of how I approach it.
Yeah. All right.
As far as answering your question, though, I mean, if there's a juicy matchup that I can't avoid, I will build around that.
Around those players. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, let's hop in here to prop bets and parlays. I'll start off here with parlays. I'll let you cover with any parlays you have or any props you have. Parlays, I tend to like during the year. I tend to stay 3 or lower. I don't like to go over 3 if I don't have to, unless I'm trying to hit that one big one, kind of like the lottery. I might like say, you know what, this week I want to throw in like 6, 7, 8, 10 teams, just see what happens. But for me to like kind of give me a good chance on some parlays to make some money. I always do like a favorites parlay and an underdog parlay. So like for this week, I have three team parlays. 2 of them, I got the favorites. I got the Jags. Jaguars playing against the Colts. I think they're minus 220. I'm not going to say that's an easy game, but I think it's going to be a very good chance the Jags can win that game. They got great offense, great talent around them. They're going up against a rookie QB, first game ever. I'm hoping that he stumbles a little bit and the Jags can pull off a decent win there. I also got the Bengals at minus 130. I think with Joe Burrow playing, I think it's going to be a close game. I do think there's a good chance that the Browns can win that game. But I'm going to put my trust in Joe Burrow at minus 130. He just got paid, so he's come out looking to sling the ball a little bit. And then I got the Eagles at minus 200 against the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to be bad this year, but I think it's going to be hard to see who they're going to be right off the bat. All they can really do right at this moment is run the ball, and they got Elliott. They got Ramondre Stevenson, I think it is there. So they have a decent running game, but I think the Eagles' defense is just too good. They can stop that, and then you can't stop the Eagles' offense. So I really like Eagles to win that game. It's plus 286 on that. So it's not too bad odds there for a little parlay. My underdog parlay now, I got the Titans plus 140 against the Saints. I think Tannehill with Henry and Hopkins coming out and saying how he's very disappointed in the teams that basically passed up on him. I don't think he's washed up yet. Henry, until he shows us signs of being washed up, I don't think he's washed up either. So I like the Titans at plus 140 to maybe go in there and beat the Saints. I got the Rams plus 190 against who are the Rams playing again?
Rams would be, hold on here.
Right off the tip of my tongue.
Oh, Seattle.
Seattle, yes. So Seattle, I don't know if it's a one-hit wonder thing with Geno Smith. Is he going to come out this year and be as hot and as fiery as he was last year? If he is, the Rams could be in for an issue. But I think the Rams had such a disappointing year last year that they have to come out this year. Aaron Donald came back, so I think he could have retired. He didn't yet, so I think there's one good more run in there for the Rams. So I like them at plus 190. And then I got the Dolphins. The Dolphins at plus 130, to me, is a no-brainer because they have a very good chance to win that game. And then you're looking at plus odds of 1536. So I mean, you can't pass that up at those odds. Put $100 on that, a little easy 1,500 in your pocket. It's just easy money. So those are my parlays I like this week. I think it's going to get a little bit more. We're going to be able to deep dive more into parlays as the season goes on because you don't really know what offenses are good, what offenses are not good, what defenses are good at stopping like pass and run and this and that, whatever. So I think once the season goes on, you can get a little bit more analytical with it. But yeah, those are my two parlays I like right now. What do you have for props?
I'm going to do some same game parlays that I put together here.
All right.
I want to make some people some money, so let's get rich together. I like San Fran, Pittsburgh. I'm going to pair George Pickens anytime TD, and then give me the under 41.5 for your plus 742 odds. So
I like that.
Yeah, that seemed like the best value I could find when I was doing the deep
Pickens anytime TD. What was the other one?
Under 41.5.
Under 41.5. Yeah, I do like that.
Plus 742. The next one I'm going to go to is a little controversial because we don't know who Desmond Ridder is yet.
Yep.
So this is Carolina, Atlanta. I like Ridder over 1.5 touchdown. One of those is going to Drake London.
Yep.
And then you're going to go over 39.5 points plus 472. I think that pays out as well.
Yeah.
And then I got a real juicy one here. Can we get like a juicy sound effect, please?
We will have to. Once I get a little bit better at doing these things, I'm gonna be throwing some cool things in here.
I want like laser beams when I do this.
Yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Anyway, I'm going to Houston, Baltimore. Give me J.K. Dobbins. I already profess my love for J.K. Dobbins. Anytime TD, Houston to cover, Dobbins first TD. I think Baltimore's going to kind of feel it out and give it to him at the goal line. And then give me the over. That's a 4-leg parlay, and 25-14 are your odds.
I like that.
Why not, right? If you want to throw like $10 on that.
Yeah, throw that on there.
And then I got another sneaky one for you. I got Green Bay, Chicago. No one seems to be high on him, but Luke Musgrave is interesting. He is a big boy, and he can catch the ball. I think Jordan Love's going to need a safety blanket. It might be this guy. So give me DJ Moore anytime touchdown, and give me a Luke Musgrave anytime TD combo for plus 919.
That's good odds, too.
Yeah, so
Because we don't know who he's thrown to yet. Month. We don't know who his guy is yet, and you might be right. This might be his guy. So
we saw what Laporta did. Laporta had a couple of big plays last night.
yeah,
Rookie tight end. These rookie tight ends can come out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with these young quarterbacks, they need someone to rely on. So
So all right, let's dive into it. And just so everybody knows, too, we're going to start diving a lot into, or at least I will, into the prize picks, into the Thrive Fantasy. Those prop parlays on there are such great odds. So hopefully here next week, I'm going to start really diving into those and have a couple lineups or a couple parlays for each of those, too. So let's dive into the Monday Night Football game. This is going to be a fun game, I think. Buffalo at the Jets. What's the odds in that game even? I forgot to look that up. Let's see what I have here. I don't know if you have that on you at all, or
yeah, I do. I got Buffalo minus 2.5, and then the over under is 45.5.
Yeah, so this game is gonna be interesting. Most people I think are gonna want to be like, oh, Buffalo all day, every day. Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but it's different now. You got Aaron Rodgers in the Jets, and I think there's just something there with the Jets that. But then again, though, is it all hype right now with Rodgers going there? I like the Jets plus 2.5. I think that's the better play. Like I said, any team that has a chance to win at plus money, I think is a great option. I'm taking for our trophy thing. I'm taking Jets plus 2.5. What do you like? Because the over under, I'm not sure yet on. But what do you like?
I've been going back and forth on this game. I hate Aaron Rodgers' face so much. I can't stand it. New York's interesting. I feel like the unknown of New York has somehow shrunk the spread, if that makes any sense, which it really doesn't, but I think it has. The Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, dynamic is a little confusing to me. I don't know what's going to happen there. I love their coach. I love Robert Saleh a lot.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. However, I think Buffalo's sick of being the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be the bride this year. So give me Buffalo. They're going to cover, but give me the under on this game.
Oh, you like the under? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think there's too many unknowns. I think New York's going to have a little feeling out process here.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to know who to give the ball to out of those two. And I think Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he's on the magic mushrooms that day, maybe they'll be okay. But
I
don't see it.
Yep. But no, I think it's gonna be a fun season. I think this week one's gonna be interesting. I think there's gonna be some really good games. I'm pretty excited. I think just the sky's the limit for what we're gonna be able to do here with the parlays, prop bets, all that stuff. So, you have anything to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, anyone that's using these picks, let us know how you did. We want some feedback. We want to see how everyone's doing. Click and subscribe. Just get to know us. We're pretty friendly guys.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, eventually too. Here, Sean, if you have Twitter, any of those stuff, I'll start plugging your stuff in the platform. People can start reaching out to you because you never know. Whenever I go cold and you're the hot one, and they need to come to you for the picks, they're not going to want to come to me. Right. They're like, we're not taking the picks of him. He's dead right now. Right now, I'm 0-1, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Who knows what this week's going to be like? So,
not really a social media guy, but I might have to start bouncing on some platforms here.
Yeah,
especially if I start getting hot. So.
Yeah, if you start getting hot, people are gonna be dying to get your picks. So, but that's gonna be good for the channel. So, like I said, everybody, make sure you follow us, subscribe to the channel. Gemmit10 on YouTube. Go like the video. Go comment on the video. Tell us anything you would like to see in the show, like maybe some other different types of bets you guys would like to see. We're willing to take any criticism, good or bad. Other than that, though, go to our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow us on those pages. We like to kind of update people on there. Other than that, good luck to everybody week one. Let's get ready for it, and season's getting ready to start. So,
everyone have an awesome weekend. Yep. Go get yourself a long drink.
Yeah, there you go. That helped you out on Thursday. So maybe that's why. If I have a bad weekend this weekend, I might be getting that.
Drink of the summer right there. Drink of fall. Drink of football season. We're trying to plug a sponsor, so get the word out.
All right, sounds good. Everyone have a good one. We'll see you guys all next weekend for week 2.
Peace.